Hello everybody, welcome back to Road to Master. Hope you all have an amazing day. I very much almost forgot, but it's Sunday, which means we'll be doing some puzzles today in our usual Puzzle Rush format. I'm feeling good about this one. I don't know why. I've barely warmed up, and my tactics haven't been particularly great recently, as you can probably tell from our slight loss of rating, I should say. But we can still feel good about something, you know. And I really do think we're going to do well today. Because I want to. And at the end of the day, if you want something enough, it's going to happen. This is a cool one, by the way. Little check. Good board vision test there. So yeah. I hope we're all feeling as optimistic as I am today, because some days you need to. Some days you just have to decide you're going to be good, regardless of whatever happens. We just take this for a fork. It's really nice, actually. This pawn's only defended by our knight, so they can actually get rid of that with the threat on the queen. After we take that, though, with the queen, we're actually threatening their rook. So they don't actually have time to deal with this fork in the center. Really, really nice. I like that a lot. They decide not to go for that line, though. They go for the boring line, which is boring. Gosh, top-notch commentary today. We can just push this pawn. As soon as they push, we just take. And then we just promote our own pawn, which is fun. F-U-N, fun. We just take this bishop. I thought maybe some checks, but after the knight blocks, we don't really have anything. So we take the bishop, supported by the queen, by the way. So they're forced to take with the queen, at which point the queen's no longer defending this rook on b8. Thank you. We can check here. And then check here. And then the queen goes back for mate. Perfect. This is a little variant on the usual tactic where the knight's on e5, and the knight takes here, but the knight's here, so it's the same thing. We just take with the pin on the rook. We've got to be careful not to trap our queen here, because a bishop h6 looks scary. So we are going to free our queen first. We can do that by either queen h7, or queen to there or there, or if you're not silly, you just take the free bishop, because then they no longer have bishop to h6. Thank you very much. Those ones are easy to miss. We're going to support this and then just push this, I reckon. Yeah, and they are way too slow with that other pawn. Way too slow. We can take this rook because the queen is hanging. It's an important one to calculate all the way out, though, because they have some tricks up their sleeves. They can check for starters, but then we push g6 and the queen's still under attack, so that's all good. They can also try this queen g7 idea, which is very, very tricky. Hitting both the rook and threatening a mate, potentially in the future. We have check, though. And I think that actually leads to mate, because of this bishop here. Calculate it out, Jacob. Calculate it out. Check. King back there. We check. King back there. We check. King back there. We check. Bishop blocks, then mate. So we can actually just take this rook. Yeah, and they go for the check version. But it is very important to calculate all of these things out to the end, which I'm getting slightly better at. It's still not natural to me. I've got bad habits of racing to conclusions when there are more things to calculate, but we're working on it. You know, my coach has identified that and made me acutely aware of it, which is good. And yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it. We can take this rook and then checkerino, and then win the rook straight back. Win the bishop after takes. Just wondering if there's any other things we can do. I don't think so. So we're just going to take the rook and then get the free piece from that with a pin as well, supported by the bishop, trading off the final rook. So we just up a piece in the endgame. Perfect. Just what you want. We could try this. Potentially. I mean, it's under attack. We have this check as well, which is interesting. Oh, and that wins the rook. That comes with check, though, so we just throw in a c6, right? We just throw in a c6. The bishop's attacked. Wherever the bishop goes, we still do this check and win the rook. So that's all good. And they decide to save their rook, which is probably wise. Probably wise. Oh, wow. Oh, I don't like these. I don't like these. Okay, okay. Calm down. Take a minute. Take a minute. We probably go to c8. And the reason we probably go to c8 is because we can block with queen c7. Right? Which not only blocks a check, but covers the c5 pawn. Because we trade off queens, we're winning. We go to e8. Things don't look as clear. I don't know if they can stop us coming back, but c8's got to be the way, right? We can't do anything else. There's no hidden takes that we're not seeing. It has to be c8. Well, I mean, where are you checking then? You go there. I could even go there, and then you've got no more checks, right? c8. Oh, you check there. Oh, we didn't calculate it all. We didn't calculate it all. Okay. Okay. I mean, we go there still, right? You check there, I just go there. And then again, no more checks. It's the only legal move. I'm not sure why I'm even calculating. It's the only legal move. Then we trade off the queens into a winning endgame. Perfect. More things to calculate. Brilliant. I really like this queen away. I really want takes. Really, really want takes, actually. We have a check, which is mate, right? Rook's covering all of these. Bishop's covering these. Rook's covering these. King and pawn are covering these. That's just mate. Perfecto. Ooh. These puzzles don't look nice. I think we save our bishop and then take the queen. What's the material looking like now? So if we take the queen straight away, they just take. And then we're even on material. If we throw in this check, then take the queen. So I don't think we have a mate at all. We don't have a mate at all. So it's just going up. We're trading off into an advantageous endgame, I think. I don't think there's anything else, right? So we just check and then take the queen. Yeah. That's a tricky one. We throw in this check on h3. And then the question is, where is the king going? Only legal move is to go to there. And then just rook there, mate. Thank you. There is mate. No, you gotta calculate king coming back. King coming back, you win the queen at least. Potentially even mate as well, but you win the queen, right? Now we could win the queen straight away. Or we could go for a checkmate. Unfortunately, I don't think we can actually hit h2, so we're just going to fork the queen. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that was a decision to make as well. I think once you realise you can't actually hit h2, it becomes a lot simpler. We check on h4 here. Yes, if the king goes up, we take the bishop and then the rook. If the king stays down, then we check. Bishop takes, queen takes, king up, then check, and we win the rook that way. And we just go up a piece, I think. I mean, it's got to be check, right? We go there, there. Check, there, there, king back. And check. King there. And check. Not even check. And the knight is hanging as well. So we can take this at worst. Rude. Rude. Do you check the rook first? Rude. Wow. That's a wild one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Fairs. There. Wow. I'm stunned. I'm stunned. There it goes back. We get some sort of back rank checkmate, surely. Because the bishop covers this square. If it goes forward, then it's just mate. So we check. Perfect. Okay. This pawn's pinned to the king, so we just go check and then mate. Thank you. We can go here. They could throw in the check, but the problem still stands. What do you do? Because the threat is if the queen tries to defend somehow, then queen takes bishop to g4, which pins the queen to the king. Yes, perfecto. Perfecto. Several things happening here. We just go here, right? Knight blocks. Knight blocks. Knight blocks. Bishop blocks, by the way, we just go here for mate. Because the bishop's pinned to the king. Knight blocks is the tricky one, though. Or we could just take this. Or we could just take the free bishop, which is also mate. Oh, gosh. Oh, this game. This game. We can push this. Is risky. Is really risky, actually. The reason is takes with check. King c6, knight a7, king d6, check, there, check, there, check. Oh, you just go there. Oh no. Oh, it's complicated. It's complicated for sure. We've got to play d7, right? We can't not play d7. We could go king c6. And then after rook c2, we go king d7. And then our knight check's really, really annoying. Yeah, really annoying. Do we go b7 then? Knight takes, knight takes. It's not definitely winning though. It's not like 100% winning. Because they do the rook for the pawn, and we're left with a knight, and we've got to actually catch this passed pawn, which is very fast. So we've got to be quicker with d7, right? d7 check. We could just go king c4. Is actually a really good option, right? That's a huge option. I didn't even see that. We can just go king c4 and avoid this line altogether. I mean, what do they do? What do they do? They can't do anything. They go there. Complications. E6 avoids all checks. We need to defend this pawn, so it's either this or this. We go here. We go here. Then they go to king e7. No, but then just takes, right? Check. King there. Oh, and then takes with the pin on the king is nasty. There, check, there. And then you lose the pawn. Takes. Yeah. No, so it's got to be this. Yes. Nice. Huge. Huge. Okay. What are we on? 35. There's a pin here. Question is, do we need the bishop to defend? I don't think we do. And the rook covers this bishop. So are we all just good doing that? I don't see why we're not good doing that. It seems fun. Yeah. And you throw in the check first and then take the bishop, right? Does it matter? One's more forcing. The check is more forcing. I don't think it particularly matters. The check is the principled move, right? It's got to be check. Yes. And then you take the bishop. Thank you. That's the sort of one where it can throw you off, you know. We have check takes here, and then after rook takes check, just wins, right? Just wins. Perfect. 37. Oh, not more of these. Not more of these. Okay. Game faces on. Game faces on. We're playing avoid the checks. We are playing avoid the checks. 3 options. Oh, no. Oh. Whoa. These puzzles. I dislike them. You just take the free queen. You think, oh, if that would have caught me out, I would have been unhappy. Okay. What have we got here? We've got a pin. We've got that happening. We've got the potential of this happening as well, which is nasty. In short, it's not a nice position. Now, where are the tactics? That's the question. Where are the tactics? Where are the tactics? Please. Oh, no. Where are the tactics? Because as soon as we move this knight, they're going e4. E5, sorry. Right? They're going e5. We have a check. Bishop takes is fine for them. Yeah. We can't really hit the queen. Do we have bishop d5? That's insanity, right? That's insanity. Bishop d5, queen takes, knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes. Wins us a piece. No, is even trade. Bishop, queen, knight takes, bishop takes, there. And then they just take this at the center. So that is not good. It's not good. It's no good. Gosh. Gosh. What do you do here? Ugh. Ugh. I don't know what I'm doing. This is yucky. They just have such a big center. Our pieces are in the middle of nowhere. Ah, no, that doesn't work. Can you go like Queen D7 and look for this? And claim that the Queen's getting trapped? You could do. I would like something a bit better because there are options of Queen E8 there as well. And I can't tell a difference between them. I can't tell a difference between them, which means it's not likely the solution, right? At worst, they have A3. Right? At worst, they have A3. And you've not really fixed any of your problems, you've just delayed them. You've fixed the pin. But you still need to decide what you're doing next. After Queen goes there. You still need to decide what you're doing next. Because E5 is a huge, huge problem. So we need something a bit more immediate. A bit more the right answer, you know? I really like the idea of this. But it realistically gets us nowhere. It's not doing anything. The more I look at it, the more I'm confused. This isn't nice. I'm using all of my brain power here, and it's in very short supply anyway. But it's all going on this puzzle. Can we threaten any forks? Not really. Could go like knight f7. And if bishop takes, that solves some of our problems, at least. But after like a castles, we're very weak on the king side. Very, very weak on the king side. And they could just push straight away. Which, again, our problems are not solved. And then like takes. What have you accomplished? Nothing. There has to be something. Can we go like bishop a4 straight away? Not really. Are we up any material? We're up a piece already, to be fair. We are up a piece already. So maybe it's just minimizing the damage. Maybe it's just minimizing the damage. If we go queen d7... No. They don't have this because too many things are covering. I'm going to try for queen d7. No. I genuinely have zero idea there. Genuinely have zero idea. Okay. Okay. Game face on. We're on a different puzzle now. We're on a different puzzle. Okay. This one's nice. We go queen e5, hitting this rook and freeing up our knight for the pin. So we're looking to take this light squared bishop once we remove the pin. They take, we replace with the knight. The bishop still has to go somewhere. This rook's still under threat. And we'll trade off queens while we're at it. Why not? Why not? Okay, we're back on the roll. We're back on a roll. This is just a dovetail mate with the bishop and pawn here. Thank you. I want more of them, please. More of them. There. You've got to check, I guess. Does it do much? I don't think so. You can take the rook. You can take the rook for sure. Nothing wrong with taking the rook. But the question is, what after? The question is, what next? You could try for a rook c8. I mean, I'm not going to say no to a free rook, right? I'm not. We are down the exchange. So winning that rook would put us back to even. Assuming we're even on pawns. Which we look like we are. There. See, I'd like this first because the knight's covering this square. But then how do you hit the king on h2? You go takes, maybe. Opening up the queen here, supported by the knight. But then the queen's still guarding, so... You know, what can you do? Wow. These puzzles are rough today. These puzzles are rough. Rook c8. I mean, what are you threatening with the back rank? Because you now you can't hit on g2. There's nothing. Rook back. Rook back, then we have rook c2, right? Rook there to cover the pawn. Then we have check. Check doesn't really do anything. You get a bit of a perpetual, I guess. Check. King up, maybe. Still doesn't do much. Oh, I thought maybe we had bishop g3 then, but no. So maybe takes then c2. But again, I don't see how we hit g2 then. I don't see it. C2. Rook has to go there, right? This is a tough one. It's our last life as well. Oh, gosh. Could we go takes, check? King up. King up, what do you do then? You know, you can't go back here because like a queen e3. You can take this, I guess. Works. Threat on the bishop. But then like a... actually doesn't look that bad. Yes! Because they got to defend the mating threat. So you just take the bishop. Yes! Oh, thank you. We can take this with the queen or the rook. Probably the queen, right? And then where are they going? They can't go back because of mate. They go forward. I'm like, check. Then there. And then check. Queen takes. Yeah. They go there. Same thing. Actually, it's not the same thing, though. There. Queen moves. Rook moves. Rook moves. I mean, you're up material, right? No, you're not. You're still down material after king there. After king there, oh, check first. Yeah. And then you're in the same position. And if the king goes to the side, there is really interesting. But you just take the bishop again first. And then that leads to king up, where it's a check, king down, rook check. Yeah. You go there, we go there, and then rook there. And then we take the free bishop. Yes, bosh. Okay, 42. That's our number. That's our number, right? That is our number. We can go here and then here. Check. Here. There. 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 Mate. There. 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 Rook takes there. Rook blocks, rook takes, right? Yeah, that's mating. They go for this one. There. Yes, perfect. 43. How far can we go on one life? We can just mate here because this knight's actually pinned to the king. Supported by the bishop. It's just mate. Thank you. 3 points. Always love 3 points. I really want to check here, but this bishop's been annoying. So we just take the bishop first, right? We just take the bishop first. I mean, what are you going to do? Take back, we just check. And then take the rook. We're up a piece. Right? There's nothing better. Ooh, we have to be careful. We have to be a bit careful. So do we take this first? No, but then knight there. And the tactic's ruined. The tactic is ruined. So it takes. Takes. Check. King there. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This has nasty sting to it. This has a nasty, nasty sting to it. Takes. You have to take, right? You can't give me a free rook. Then check. King over. Then takes. And then push. Is nasty. is very nasty. You go up a couple pawns, maybe. This has venom. Because knight there is so annoying, right? Then bishop takes. Pawn takes. You have no more check. Takes, rook takes. Takes, knight there. Takes, rook takes, check. King there. Then takes. I think that works. There. Check. If knight blocks, you just check, which is good. King moves away. Then you take with a threat on the knight. Yes. Yes. Check. You take this. No! Ooh. You just take the knight, the rook then? Okay, let's have a look at this. 44 is not bad at all. I'll take it. I'd take it. There were some really nasty things in there. This one, I mean, it's asking for this, right? It's asking for this. The answer's probably going to be... It's not even rook there. Oh, is it takes? Ooh. Ooh. Let's slow that one down. Let's slow that one down. So you take here. And the rook obviously has to take, otherwise you win the queen. And then check. So the king has to go somewhere. And then check. If the king goes back here, then what? Load, please. And then you just take the knight. And you're up a piece. Okay. I can see that. I can see that. And then that's just offering a trade of queens, which has to be winning, right? So what's wrong with our idea then? Of going queen check here. King f1. King f1, I thought rook h1. Bishop takes, takes. And then do you not end up in the same position? Oh, but then the knight has a tempo to escape. Oh, so you take the rook with check is the key difference. You take the rook with check is the key difference. So then you have a tempo to use to take the knight. Ah, that's tricky. That is tricky. I like that. I really like that puzzle. This one, I genuinely have zero clue. Genuinely, this is a complete mystery to me. It has a 37.5% pass rate. Let's see the solution. It was check. So I guess you're threatening the discovered attack on the queen is the whole point. See, the check is there. But I didn't see bishop takes afterwards. Bishop takes, I mean, is not much of attack. Apparently queen d3 is main 3. Oh, because you're covering the dark squares quite well. With checks as well. Wow. King d1. King d1. So it's... You're up a piece already. You're up a piece already. That's important. Because you're not actually getting anything out of this trade other than significantly weakening their king. Is the thing to note. It's not a material puzzle. It's a positional puzzle. Which is my least favorite type of puzzle. Yeah, you've got to recognize that you're already up a piece. Then you've got to recognize that the king's weak in the center. Then you have to recognize that if they decide to do something else here, you have the threat of the discovered attack on the queen as well. So they're forced to take one of these, or both, which happens. And then you're just left with a king in the center of the board. And they're undeveloped as well, which is a big help, I think. That's a hard one. That is a hard one. I quite like it, but it's not one I want when I'm trying to get a good score, you know? This one is a move order thing, I think. That's all it is. I'm guessing its one is to just take the rook. See, I was concerned about the trapping of the bishop. I was very concerned about the trapping of the bishop. What is wrong with taking? Oh. Oh, that's what's wrong with taking. That's what's wrong with taking. Yeah. That'll do it. That'll do it. So f4. f4, b6. b6? Oh man, I didn't even consider that. Wow. That's crushing. That's diabolical. You get the piece right back. I mean, what do they do? The pawn's pinned to the king. They can't take. Where's the bishop going? Where is the bishop going? There? Sure. Sure. I mean, f3. You either... I mean, f takes g3. I thought bishop takes was fine. And then... Oh, queen takes c7. Killer. Killer. Where are you going? Where are you going? Rook b1. Yeah, rook takes, and then this. Deadly. And if they don't take... I mean, what else are you doing? Takes. There. Get this in. And then you've got this with the same thing. And then this is unstoppable. I didn't even consider that. Wow. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Wow. You know, I'm gonna add that to a library or something, because that's crazy. That is crazy. Wow, beautiful. Anyway, 44 is not bad at all. I'll take that. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like if you liked. Please subscribe if you really liked, and I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Bye bye.